What's going on, 80K Sports Performance Families? Coach Ryan here with this week's Coach's Corner. And this week I wanted to talk about the importance of in-season training. And unfortunately, this is something that a lot of people overlook and don't take advantage of. Training in season is something that's super important for all of our athletes, all the way down to our middle schoolers and through our high schoolers and college athletes. If you look at most professional sports players, college athletes, people that a lot of our younger athletes are looking up to, they are training in season. Now, it doesn't need to be as elaborate as some of these professional athletes programs or some of our college athletes, but doing something in season is super important and something that we've really been stressing to our athletes as we're about to transition from winter to spring sports. And in-season training doesn't need to be super complicated. There's a ton of benefit of athletes coming in for one session a week while they're in season. Now, this can be tricky where a lot of athletes are playing on multiple teams and multiple leagues. So it can be a little bit tricky, but it is super important to make sure that you're taking time to dedicate at least 1 hour of good sports performance, strength training, power training, and speed development in season, because those are all qualities that can be lost pretty quickly in season and are going to increase your risk for injury as a result. So one thing that we really want to stress to our athletes is thinking about it this way. If you're a high school athlete and you don't train in season and you play one season of sports throughout the year, so if you're a spring sport athlete and you don't train in season, over the course of your 4 years of high school, you're losing a full year of training just by not training in season. So if you're someone who's looking to play at the next level, you're going to be a year short on training of someone who is training in season. So when you look at it that way, it's really pretty wild to think about not training in season on how much opportunity you are losing. And for our younger athletes, our middle schoolers, thinking about it from that way, if you miss one season of training per year, starting in say 6th, 7th, or 8th grade, you're missing out on a huge opportunity of having a major leg up on your competition. So if you look at it that way of what you're losing or what you could be gaining by training in season, it's going to make a huge difference, especially if you're someone who does aspire to play at the next level. So if you have questions about training in season or want to talk more about the importance of training in season, feel free to reach out and I'm happy to discuss that with you or your athlete. We'll see you next week.